After my initial diagnosis, my survival rate was only 50%, and that was 2 years ago. Now, recently, the doctor tells me that my survival rate is 85%. Normally, it takes a longer period to maintain my health in terms of having an emission now. So I'm very happy with taking the Ganoderma spores, and also the Cordyceps. And now, of course, with Allife, it's easy to get them. And I'm very happy with it. So because it's good news for my health, I want to share with people. Well, since I finished my surgery and my chemotherapy, I have been using the CD4+, because I believe within the product, you have the 3 kind of most important ingredients, which is the Ganoderma spores, and the Cordyceps, which they help me to feel better to start off with. Not only that, it will increase my immunity. It will also energize me, keep my appetite good, also make me sleep better. So I have been taking that consistently every day without fail. After I have taken the Ganoderma tablets for a while, it was very fortunate that I was traveling to China, Zhengzhou. They have a Ganoderma farm, and it was good to visit it because I find the surrounding is very non-polluted, very clear, very clean. So after I visited it and have seen the actual plant, I find I have much more confidence. I'm very pleased today to be invited to talk about Ganoderma. I come here because I want to share my happiness. I'm not being paid for this because I only just want to do a good deed, because Chinese believe doing good deed, you have good luck, and then you have long life. So I come here to share with people whom I want to have the good news, to make sure that they know that when there is a good product, they should use it.
My name is Pablo. I live here in Sydney. Back in March 2005, I was diagnosed with testicular tumour. For various reasons, I selected not to have an operation, which would have meant the total removal of my testicle. After making various inquiries, a family friend introduced me to a Chinese herbalist. His recommendation was that I take Ganoderma and Cordyceps in large quantities for my tumour. I would say that after 2 months, I saw positive results, a shrinking of the tumour, and after 7 months, I got an ultrasound done, and it confirmed that there was no tumour present. So I was quite happy and relieved, obviously. Well, after going initially to the Chinese herbalist, he recommended I take large quantities of Ganoderma and Cordyceps for treatment. And after I had been cured right now I am taking 4 Ganoderma and 4 Cordyceps a day for maintenance. I would say that the benefits to my health weren't just curing a tumour. I previously had back pains, headaches, and since taking Ganoderma and Cordyceps, these things have totally disappeared. Things that I suffered from for 5 years or so have just completely disappeared, and I would say that I feel a lot more full of energy. I used to feel tired, and that's totally gone. You know, I truly feel that it has helped in various ways, not just curing a tumour, but the quality of life has improved.
I first came in contact with CD4 and Cordy Plus Ganoderma and Cordyceps about 3 years ago. I had a visit to the doctor. I was diagnosed with a prostate problem, and through joking around with the doctor, I walked out without a prescription. And about a month later, somebody introduced me to Ganoderma and Cordyceps, and I started taking it. And what I found, I was getting up, before I started taking it, I was getting up 4 times a night to go to the toilet. And after I started taking it, I was getting up 4, 5, 6 times a night. And I found out later that when you start taking these products, it starts to go, it searches out the area of the body which needs fixing, and that was the main problem. And sometimes it gets a little bit worse before it gets better. And then gradually I started, within a month, 6 weeks, I started to get up less and less, and now I don't get up at all. And I feel great. I've been on it for 3 years now, and also I've had a quadruple bypass, and I was only talking to my son the other day, and I had 90% blockage in one of the valves. And I said to my son, I said, you know what? I said, I've been on this for 3 or 4 years. I said, and I believe because my blood was thin, I didn't have the heart attack. It's just, you've really got to take notice now, while you're young, to look after your health. And CD4 and Cordy Plus, I believe, are 2 of the main ingredients to make you healthy. Because I take it all the time. I just, religiously, I take it every morning and every evening of the night, and I feel great. I find that I can go to bed at 12 o'clock at night, and I can wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, quite refreshed and ready to go do my day's work. I've came here with my own, because I've got a story to tell. It's not as, it's not a big story, but I believe that I need to tell it because, and I haven't been paid, or I come voluntary to do this because I believe that you should take these products. Not only elderly, but I believe young, anybody. I'm 68 years old and I feel 20 years younger. I feel like I've got eternal life.